Hi guys, Squirrel here. We're back with another Euro Truck Sim video. This time I've got a bit of a treat for you in more than one respect. The first thing is we're going to do a journey on ProMods 2.2 beta. This is not openly released yet. This is due out in a few weeks' time according to the ProMods team. But they've let me take an early access look at it. I'm just going to show you one route here, which I found very interesting indeed. The route is actually in Norway. It's in quite north in Norway actually. You can see up here is the North Cape, the very most northern point of Norway. And the journey we're going to do is in Kirkenes. Well, it's actually just south of Kirkenes. And it comes from a quarry. This quarry is absolutely in a ridiculous place. You come off the main road there, and this thing just basically winds its way through very hilly, steep terrain, through some ridiculous, like, switchbacks that are climby as well. And let me show you on the job market the options available, because when I originally attempted this, bear in mind I've never driven this journey before with a trailer. I've driven it in the truck just to see what it was like, and I was like, are you kidding me? I need to make a video on this. But I've never done it with a trailer, so I originally started doing this video with this trailer here, thinking, hey, you know, let's go heavy haul, 33 tons, woohoo! Turns out to be a super bad idea. It's not possible. Currently in the ProMods, the way the map is laid out is not possible. You very quickly hit a problem where the trailer beaches itself on a ridge as it comes up. I'm going to feed that back to them to possibly flatten down, but I wanted to show you that, but it ain't going to happen. Now this one could do the same thing because the trailer is a low bed, so I think it's going to have exactly the same problem. So unfortunately, we're going to have to take the short trailer here, but this is still 27 tons. It's still pretty hefty. But, you know, mostly it's going to be about seeing this route because it's quite crazy. What I'd like to do is come back at some point and do these. But currently, I'll show you in a minute. Well, I'll show you where it is that you just can't get past unless if you've got a low trailer or a long trailer. It's a bit of a shame because I really wanted to show you that bit. But let's take the journey as it stands. And we're in the Mercedes-Benz Actros Gigaspace. It's the Heavy Haul Edition, 625 brake engine. All the mod cons. We've got a wonderful paint job on here that I've inverted the metallic colours on, so instead of being sort of black and green, it's green and black. And that gives you this kind of almost pearlescent effect and a slight holographic kind of look to it, which I really like. So let's see where our trailer is. Our trailer is over there. I can probably turn the main headlights off, we're not going to need those. Let's see, that would probably just... Do we need to reverse up there? I don't know. Let's just drive up there and see what's what. No, we can actually reverse around this bit, that's fine. Now, I have been showing some of the ProMods 2.2 beta. I have been showing that on Sunday Night Trucking for the last couple of weeks. The ProMods team have allowed me to show that on the stream as a sort of an early look. But it's not going to be available for a few weeks yet, because there's still quite a lot of polish to do. But if you want to see more of the map as it stands right now, if you head over to Squirrel Plus, you'll see the Sunday Night Truckins, the last two Sunday Night Truckins. All the streams go there now, by the way, onto Squirrel Plus. So they go there about 48 hours after the stream. So even if you don't like watching on Twitch or the time zones don't work for you, you know, because obviously with streaming you need to be there when I'm live and I'm in UK, so if you live in, I don't know, Australia, it may not work for you. But on Squirrel Plus, you can just watch them whenever you like. And a lot of the streams are many hours long, so there's tons of content on there. There is literally like hundreds and hundreds of hours worth of content. There's about, I can't remember how many episodes of Sunday Night Trucking, at least 90 or something daft. Like crazy amounts of stuff. Okay, let's get going here. Now, first things first, let me just double check my diff lock keys map. Yeah, you see the little light coming on there? Because we may need diff lock. It wouldn't surprise me if we do. This trailer is still pretty heavy. I mean, 27 tons is not to be sniffed at. Some of these gradients are pretty bad. But at least I'm not going to get myself beached on some of the aspects of this map, which you'll see shortly. The only thing to watch out for is not to let the truck come to a stop, really, is the main killer. If we lose all the momentum in this game, I tend to find, especially on the dirt track, I think they lower the friction on a dirt track. What you then tend to find is you either get, you know, the truck starts to go backwards, at which point you enable the trailer brake, or you just can't get the friction from the tyres and you just sit there with the wheel spinning. Now we've got diff lock, we have a better chance, but you know, the days before diff lock, you could easily just get yourself completely stuck. Anyway, let's see how we get on. We're going to have to play this one by ear, as it were. Let's take a bit of a wide swing and come around. I'll get ready with a diff lock key just in case things go a bit Pete Tong. Right, let's get the speed up there. We can see the speed. Alright, so far so good. We're in second, we're in 2L. And we've got the friction. Oh, it does feel like a bit of a spin going on. But we're going forward, that's the main thing. Just holding the revs, about 50% throttle, just holding the revs at 1500. Right, we're going to hairpin. Let's follow it around. Don't let the revs run away. Okay, revs are running away with us. Steady on. Get more gas in that. This is a heck of a climb. Just holding that throttle, keeping the revs constant. No need for the diff lock just yet. Right, we're approaching the ridge where I told you the trailer gets beached, the long trailers. You'll see the bump is crazy. This is it here, not this one, this bit, just before the 90-degree turn. That there. When you bring a long trailer up this bit here, it's just game over. Right there, that's where it beaches. Now if they can smooth that out, it'll be possible to bring a long trailer up there, but currently you can't do it. Right. Whew. That was fun. We're on a flat bit of tarmac, so we've got a bit of a break until we get over there. This is the border crossing point. Nice sort of dam area here, lots of logging going on. And then right at the end, we've got a very sharp 90 turn, so let's set ourselves up for this. We don't have any steering axles, so we're going to get on the curb, make sure we've got enough room. Cool. That worked out alright. Again, if you bring a long trailer through there, though, it's going to get pretty funny. The steering axle one will probably go through there nicely, but the one without the steering axle, the low bed, I don't even think that's going to go through there. I could be wrong. But I reckon that'll be a barrel of laughs. Okay, this is the last we're going to see of tarmac until we hit the main road now. After this, it's going to get really messy. What we're facing now is a double hairpin. First of which is probably going to climb us up this cliff face. So I imagine the gradient's going to be very, very nasty indeed. So I'm probably going to go down to like 2L, maybe 3L. Let's get prepared for this. Let's slow it down, get it into 2L. There we go. And then just gently ride it up here. Just try and keep a constant pace rather than a fast pace. I think we've got wheel slip going on. Pretty certain we've got wheel slip going on right now. Because the revs are just... You see how the revs are climbing like that, but we don't go anywhere? Classic sign. If the ground was wet, I could perhaps understand it, but I think it's just down to friction settings from the map. I'll just get ready with the diff lock. I don't want to engage the diff lock around a bend. If you've ever played spin tyres with some like reasonably good physics, right, the diff locks come in, you see, because I was just completely losing all forms of traction then. Diff lock is something you generally use in a straight line, not around a bend, but with this game you've just got to work with what you've got, I'm afraid. Let's just hold that diff lock through here. Crazy climb right now. Just absolutely crazy. Oh, it's getting even steeper, look. Blimey. On the way here, I came down here in the truck, and I remember it being steep going down, but it's only when you go back up with the trailer that you realise just how bad it really is. Okay, let's just hold 2L and hope that we've got enough friction to get up here. Lay some more gas down. Bit more gas. Okay, the friction's starting to go. Wheels are spinning, the speed's coming down. We're at the mercy of physics now. There's not a lot we can do. We've got the power, we've got the torque, we just haven't got the friction. Okay, we've just about made it. Whew, blimey. Okay, let's get the diff lock off. We shouldn't really need it. If we do, something's desperately wrong. Crikey. Look how much elevation we've got though. I mean, seriously. I don't want to go over 2,000 revs, I can avoid it. So we've got a bit of a kink coming up in the track. Look at that now. We were at sea level, come from all the way down there. Okay, this is going to get fun. Oh my god, if you put a foot wrong, you are going out. Look at that. You are going down. Diff lock. We almost stopped then. I got the diff lock in at about 4 miles per hour because one of the wheels was slipping. And that just about saved us. If we stop on a hill, generally in this game, you're going to end up with this amount of weight on dirt track, you're going to end up having to go reverse back down to somewhere a bit flatter just to get that momentum back. Even with the trailer brake, I've tried it with the 33 ton and it just, oh man, you're just getting constantly stuck. But I mean, we've got what, how many tons? 27. 27 is still quite a bit. Keep the revs holding. We've got a bit of a level and then a climb. I've got a feeling we're going all the way up there, you know. Just looking at that map. Okay. Let's back off on the throttle. Take a breath. Edge it around. What a crazy journey. Challenging though, isn't it? I'm just going to leave the diff lock in for now. Trying to keep the revs between 1,500 and 2,000. Just so that we've got the right amount of power. Not too concerned with the speed, to be honest. In theory, we could try risking like a slightly higher gear, but frankly, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to find out the hard way that it's just not going to work. You may notice the little Wally and the dog there. There's some parts of this journey where they go absolutely nuts. They will go absolutely crazy. Their heads are going to be bobbing around. Okay, a bit more gas. And I still haven't found out what's in this FedEx box. Somebody handed it to me and said, will you deliver this? No questions asked. I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? You gave me a Wally for free. Seemed like a good deal. I don't think we're at the peak yet. I'm kind of hoping we will be soon, because this is very mountainous terrain. But this is probably the most difficult bit right now, just getting the elevation, you know? Okay, let's get the diff lock off now. Get a bit more speed going. Feel a bit more confident at this point. The gradient's not quite as crazy. Yeah, look at the Wally and the dog now. They're starting to go. It's just starting to go completely nuts. That's better. Looks like somebody GG'd out right there. Look. Because I mean, if you go down there, well, there's no real coming back from that. Now then, now we've got the opposite problem coming up. Looks like we've got a bit of a descent going on, so let's get ready. The old retarder. Wow, look at the map. It seems to go like super massive switchback territory. I'm just letting it coast right now. Let's get the retarder on full. Okay, retarder's on full. Bit of brake. Into a slightly lower gear. Oh my life. There's parts when you come around there and you can't even see the edge of the road because of the trucks just in the way. Let's just feed it around. Oh my god. Let's get the retarder going. Wow, that weight's just trying to push me down. Gravity will always win. Okay. Whew, that was fun. Okay, let's just let it cruise. Looks like we're going over that bit over there. Now there's some weird... It's got like a car symbol on it. Does that mean there's a bridge? Is it some kind of crossing point coming up? Actually can't see. Cracking view though. Okay, slow down, slow down, slow down. Yeah, that's probably the symbol for super dodgy bridge. Oh wow, there's a one-way sign here that we have priority. Imagine meeting something coming the other way on this road. Seriously? There are parts of this road where there's just no way you could pull over. I just want to be careful of the speed. I just don't want to go too quickly and end up going down the other side. Alright, we've got another load of switchbacks coming up. Steady. I love the speed limit on this piece of road. 70 kilometers per hour speed limit. You'd have to have nerves of steel to go 70 down here. I reckon this will make a good rally track though. Again, if you've got the nerves for it. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking that we've done the peak and now we're just on a descent, basically. Let's see where we are on the map now. Okay, that's not bad. I reckon we're just over halfway. And I think we've probably done one of the worst sections of the whole thing. But I remember there's a sharp 90 left with a cliff edge. I remember that much. And I'm thinking to myself, when you come around there, the trailer's going to try and cut across and fall down the cliff edge. I remember that bit. But I don't think we've seen that bit yet. Unless that was it over the bridge, possibly. lot of momentum. Just trying to keep the speed to like around 30 or so. Using the retarder. Seems like a sensible speed limit. Anything faster and you're going to be mashing the suspension. Not to mention trying to stop all of this weight near a cliff edge isn't going to be fun. Well, I think we've broke the back of most of it so far. But what a ride. I mean, just this small piece of track can be so much fun. Okay, bridge, 90 turn. This looks like a more civilized bridge to me. Whew. Wowzers. I think we're over the worst of it, guys. I think we've actually made it. So yeah, the fun starts when you cross that bridge over that massive river. So we are now. So we've got a windy path along the side of the river, possibly. And then we'll get back into tarmac normality. Oh, we've got tunnels first. Yeah, just look how much smoother this bit of road is. He says as it immediately goes bumpy. Put lights on for the tunnel. Just in case there's anything coming the other way, you never know. What the heck is that? Okay, there's like some kind of cast iron bridge by the look of it. Fantastic scenery though, love it. Kind of reminds me of some of the journeys you do on Scania Truck Driving Simulator, which incidentally I saw in the Steam sale right now. 69 pence. 69 pence for the Scania Truck Driving Simulator. Outrageous! I mean, I know the game's a few years old, but trust me, if you've never played that game, I did a bunch of videos on it. Scania Truck Driving Sim. I did a bunch of videos a few years ago. It's such a good game. It makes you such a better trucker. The different things it has you doing, you know, avoiding cones and avoiding obstacles and stuff. It makes you a lot better trucker. And for 69 pence, there's a lot of, you know, a lot of playability right there. Absolute bargain. Definitely recommend that if you've never played it. But yeah, it has you doing sort of things like this, you know. Different scenarios that are meant to be tricky, and you lose points if your truck or trailer catches the side of anything. You even lose points if you use the external camera, you know. And there are time challenges as well. And you get to do some of the things that they do at the you know, Trucker of the Year thing they do over at Scania Truck Driver of the Year. You get to do some of that stuff. Some of the challenges. Some of the challenges look okay when you're outside the truck, but when you're inside the truck... Wowzers, look at that. That's fun. When you're inside the truck and the visibility you have, you know? Some of the reverses are not easy. Well, that was a pretty fun bit of track. I don't know if we're going to get it there on time, though, because I doubt the game engine takes into account how difficult that was. Okay, that suddenly went sharp. Friday, 7:30 it's supposed to be there. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to bite us one last time. Yay. The last of the rough road. What is this? Oh, is this the logging area by the look of it? If there's one thing they're not shy of in Norway, it's trees. They have trees, 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 and more trees. So much timber. The other thing is, a lot of the, I think I asked on the stream, why are a lot of the houses painted red in Norway? And the answer was something to do with the shipbuilding. The leftover paint from building ships was red. I'm not really sure if it was something to do with the iron content. I'm not really sure, but apparently that's something to do with... I don't know if it's true, but apparently it's something to do with why a lot of the houses in Norway are red. I thought it might have been associated with the flag, but apparently it's something to do with shipbuilding. Who knows? Tarmac! Feels so good. Right, it should get a lot easier from here on in. Okay, we'll just clear that side. Also clear this side. We can relax a bit, guys. The E105 80-kilometer limit. What is this coach doing? Dude. Seriously? Seriously? Are you trying to turn this into Cardiff to Rostock disaster or something? Wow. The AI in this game just never seems to improve, does it? It just always seems to get more and more crazy. Wow, look at this bridge. Oh, man. I hope to bring you some of the other ProMods 2.2 footage over the coming sort of few weeks ahead of the ProMods release. I have to say, the road up to the Cape North is absolutely stunning. Do you remember I did a video on a trip to Iceland when ProMods released Iceland, and I took a journey? I think it was called Beautiful Journey, the video. And it is a beautiful journey. Such a nice ride. Well, they've kind of done another one on the road up to Cape North, and it's not like filled with ice and snow and stuff like that like it is in Iceland, but it does, like, the level of quality of the mapping, the scenery is just wonderful. So yeah, I can't wait to show you that one. Okay, 30 limit and a stop, which is like a simulated border checkpoint crossing. Now sometimes they put a speed camera around here. I assume it's still 30 limit. I'm just going to keep under 30. Wow, so that was a Norwegian checkpoint. Now we have the, I presume it's the Russian checkpoint, is it? Wow, it's just 20 limit here. Blimey. Fun and games at the checkpoint. Check the papers. Hang on, let's see if we can wake this woman up. Hey! Can I use the phone? No? No, okay. Not very chatty. Hey! So he waved at me. He knows me. It's actually got a 10 mile an hour limit, well, 10k limit here. Which is ridiculously slow. Target Worldwide Express. Home bargains? Coming out of Russia? How does that work? Really? If you say so. Right, we've got a few miles ahead of us. Let's get moving. What's the speed limit now? 110. Wow. 110 without the traffic, maybe. That's a bit sharper than expected. Right, how far we got that? 376. And what time of day was it? Oh, crikey. We're going to struggle. It's the one thing that really annoys me about the job engine in this game. Well, there's a few things that annoy me about the job engine, to be fair. One of them is that it'll often generate, like, you click on a city and it'll often generate jobs going off in, like, one direction, you know? You really want to go from one place to another place, but you can't find a job to do it. You can't even find a job that goes in that general direction, which is a bit annoying, because I always feel like there should be a lot more jobs than there are. But the second thing is, like, it doesn't, in terms of its delivery estimate, its allowance, it doesn't take into account, like, things properly. For example, that journey there, it just, I don't know, it looks at the road, like that piece of road, if you remember, has a, what was it, 70-kilometer limit on it, which is insane. It's absolutely insane. I was doing 15 for a lot of the time, and at most I was doing like 35. But the job engine will look at that as, oh, that's a piece of road that has a 70 limit, so let's assume that you're going to do 65. And that's what it'll say, oh, it'll take you 2 hours to get across that. Actual fact, it takes a lot longer. And the other thing is, you know, if you take, say, heavy cargo, it doesn't take that into account either. Like, there should be a slow factor where it says a heavy cargo is going to take you a lot longer to maneuver through the various parts of the road, so I need to allow for that. It doesn't seem to allow for it, so inevitably, you know, you're a few hundred miles from your destination and it starts getting phone calls going, oh, you're late. What the heck is going on with this traffic? Seriously. Why is it 20 kilometers down here as a speed limit? What's going on? What is that? What on earth is that? What random poster? Here's a boy and his dad. Great. Maybe it's like a propaganda poster like, oh, Russian life. Sons and dads are happy. Look at this. 70, 40, 20 within 10 meters of each other. Happens in real life, not. I don't know, we've got another checkpoint crossing for something. I don't even know why. I'm not exactly loving this part of the road, to be honest. Okay, national speed limit. Let's go, boys. Oh, let's turn off. That was the worst 20 kilometers of this entire journey right there. Oh, dang it. Right, we've got some serious time to catch up on here. Punch it, Chewie. Wow, this is a nice ride. Oh my god, the Russian roads! My 4-speed back is going crazy. Wow, I can't believe there's a 100 limit down here. Oh, 70, 50, 40, what the heck? That road makes no sense. It's this woman. I wonder if she's selling cups of tea, because I need one. Give it a little toot. $347 away still. And what time of day is it? 3 o'clock. Not a chance. Not a chance of getting there on time. I reckon it'll be like 10 o'clock at night by the time we get there. Whoa, 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 dude! Dude! What are you doing? Oh, it's Russia. I forgot. In Russia, everybody has a webcam because of things like that. Everybody's trying to do the insurance scam, aren't they? That was nuts. I don't even understand what the AI was actually trying to do at that point. Make any sense? So Russia has trees as well. Finally, let's get going. I've had some people asking me on the stream, and I suspect you guys have been wondering the same thing. Am I going to continue trucking diaries or not? Both the EU and the US one. Straight answer to that question is I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what to do with it. I noticed first of all that the view counts on the US series were going down. Like if I put a Eurotruck video out and then I put out Trucking Diaries US, it would get about half the views. So it kind of told me people are a little bit burned out on it or not wanting to see it. But it's on episode 47, I think. I might just take it to episode 50 and then knock it on the head, because if there's just not enough demand, what's the point? And then just do individual videos instead rather than as a series. With the EU one, again, I'm not sure what to do with that one. And that one isn't as far progressed, but my thought is people don't want to watch me playing it from the start again. I don't want to leave the series just in the balance, but at the same time, I don't want to just carry them on and feel like you're flogging a dead horse, you know, just kind of, just keep making them because what? Well, because you can't just leave it. Well, So I don't know, I'd appreciate any kind of feedback you have on that one, any of your thoughts. If you think I should just knock it on the head, just make a final episode and just say, right, we're done. Or carry it on, and if you carry it on, you know, what would you want to see in it? Because it kind of occurs to me I'd be better off just doing individual videos, just, you know, like this, for example. Just singular vids where we take a single journey, just doing that kind of thing. Rather than just do a series, like a career series. Because let's face it, most people who've played this game now have played career mode to death. Why would they want to see me play career mode? That's my thought. What is that? Look at that. Oh, I remember that. I remember when ProMods first built that. I remember going there and thinking, wow, those towers are awesome. Try and keep up with the traffic here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know why we suddenly slowed down then. The AI's been a bit random today, like the speed limit didn't change, but they suddenly slowed down, I don't know why. Good scenery though, I do like it. Okay, what have we got now? 273, ETA is 8:30. Late bonus. Part of it's down to this AI, it's just crazy. I really want to overtake them right now. This guy, he's already tried to brake check me once. I don't trust this guy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Some people are asking me about double trailers in ETS as well, saying, when's the whole double trailer stuff coming to ETS? I actually don't know right now. I know that I know that SCS are currently, I don't know if you know or not, but they've been basically moving offices. Like they've outgrown the office they were in. I actually remember going around there when I first did a sort of a video when I went to trip to SCS down in Prague, and I remember looking around, and I remember Pavel taking me around. Pavel Sabor took me around, and he sort of went, and these offices over here, and it was all dark. He said these offices over here are for when we expand the team. And he said after that, that'll be, like, that's the only space we've got left. After that, we'll have to go somewhere else. Fast forward a couple of years, and well, there they are. They've outgrown their premises, so they've had to move, I think. So I don't think we're going to see much in terms of releases from them for the next month or two, just because that kind of move is probably going to knock out development a little bit. But in terms of the double trailer stuff, I mean, obviously it's gone into ATS in the form of the trailer pack. Like the heavy haul trailer pack has, you can see the articulations on the trailers now. And I think some people have started to make mods for American Truck Sim that have got, you know, a truck with effectively like a BDF on the back, and then two big trailers. Just because they can, just because SCS has put the articulations in there, they can now make the crazy trailers. But when that's going to get ported back to ETS, that I don't know. And how it's going to get rolled out. Like, is it going to get rolled out as a free update or as a separate DLC? Because they've already released the heavy haul on ETS. So I just don't know. We'll have to wait and see. This weather has gone completely nuts. Look at this. I'm being overtaken by a Cornetto. That's never happened to me before. Cornetto's never overtaken me before. But I think I remember seeing a post from SCS where they sent a picture, and it was obviously from the new office because I didn't recognise the inside of it at all. Like, and there was a whole lot of them sat around, and it was sort of their first meeting, I think, in the new office. And the quote said something like, what was the phrase? Whoa. I can't remember how it was phrased now, but it was something along the lines of lots of exciting things are coming up. And I was thinking to myself, you must know something we don't. You know, there's obviously something you've not told us here, because all we know about in the pipeline for the development of this game in American Truck Sim, all we really know about is, you know, like another state for ATS, maybe one day a Volvo truck in ATS, in ETS, another map expansion, maybe some more paint packs. That's kind of like the tick over mode that things have been in. So what is this exciting stuff they're working on? Is it a new game? Is it like a proper official multiplayer? What is this cool stuff that you speak of? So I'm curious, because they've not actually announced anything, so... Our customer expects delivery very soon. Make sure you arrive on time. It's not going to happen, dude. You please go away. Going as fast as we're legally obliged to go. Oh, that's a sharp bend. Oh boy. That's all good. I do wonder about the future of this game, though, about the future of American Truck Sim. I do wonder where it's all going to go. The more I kind of think about it, the more I can see, you know, graphics aside, the graphics have improved, but they're not on DX11, so that's one thing. The gameplay side of it has not really improved that much in the years that this game has been out. It's still the same gameplay, it's still the same career mode, apart from some online stuff thrown in. So that's not really been fleshed out. It's like small incremental changes, but nothing truly big, unique, or visionary. We still can't get out of the truck, we still can't click anything in the cockpit, so you know, there's lots of things they could do, but I do wonder if they're actually going to do any of them. Feeling the weight up this hill. Not much of an incline, but it's certainly feeling it. There you go, full throttle, just about holding. I was playing the OMSI2, what's it called? OMSI2 Bus Company Simulator, it's called. I was playing that on Friday on the stream. That just came out last week. The Steam reviews for that are hilarious. Because it uses the word multiplayer in there. It's even tagged as multiplayer in Steam. And I don't know, but if I'd have been the developer or the publisher for that game, I would have made it abundantly clear in the very first sentence that it does not contain multiplayer that you can drive in. Like, as in, you can't drive around and see your mates. Let's put it that way. It's not that kind of multiplayer. It's more like that. You remember Bus Simulator? Remember that game? It's more like that kind of a multiplayer where you can kind of, you know, join a company with your friends and you can text chat them in the game. Woohoo! It's that kind of a multiplayer, which for me is not multiplayer. They should not even use the word multiplayer. They should just use like the words online chat or... It's extremely limited and it's making a lot of people upset, so they've vented their frustration on it on Steam, which just gives it a down rating, which then just leads to fewer sales. So, in my mind, it pays for them to be very explicitly clear. If you look at the description for the game, it doesn't lie. It doesn't say this is a multiplayer experience as such. It does explain kind of what it is, but let's face it, nobody reads the description like that before they buy a game. Dude. Pretty certain I have right of way there, and I'm bigger than you, so really just move. So they've only really got themselves to blame for that one, I think. It's fun the way... It's interesting, the way they've managed to get it to hook into OMSI is quite clever. They're kind of a layer that sits on top of it, because of course OMSI is not developed anymore. The two guys that originally made OMSI, I think one of them went off and just did something completely different, and the other one's currently working on Lotus Sim, which is out at some point in the future. The one thing OMSI does allow is it allows you to click lots of buttons and open windows and stuff. Well, yeah, it kind of sits on top as a layer, like a management layer. So, and it kind of hooks into the game and chucks overlays in there. It's pretty clever the way it works. Kind of adds a bit more of a career mode to OMSI, which was otherwise not there. It's just a little bit late in the day, you know, for OMSI. That's all. Doesn't stop people releasing buses for like £15 a go, that kind of thing, but I think the DLC for OMSI is like the DLC for Train Simulator. It's very hit and miss in terms of quality. You know, some of these things are not cheap, let's put it that way. Some of these DLCs, they're not cheap. And people are very upset when they spend quite a bit of like £20 or something on a couple of buses. Or £25 on a map. They're very upset. As they should be. Because, you know, you've parted with your hard-earned cash and you're expecting a certain level of excellence. And for example, look at the OMSI2 Mallorca release. Look at that. It's awful. It really is bad. And the OMSI2 London project, I don't even know what's going on with that one, because that must have been pushed back about 3 or 4 times now, from what I know. I don't really understand why. It's not like we don't know how to build stuff in OMSI. OMSI's been around for years. Oh, my life. I honestly thought I wasn't going to be able to stop then. Okay. Dirt track detour. I like it. And then of course Fernbus came along and Bus Simulator. But they just don't, none of them scratch that itch, do they? None of them really kind of hit the spot. There's always some like massive problem with each of them. Either like the dated graphics, or the lack of proper physics, or the lack of really good career mode, or the lack of multiplayer, or like all of the stuff that people want. Really. It's the same with this game. This game is like it's a haulage game. And, you know, I know of people, plenty of people, including myself, who would be happy to pay for a good online experience. Would be happy to pay every month to actually have a proper online experience. You know, with other truckers hauling stuff in a virtual world. And nobody has delivered it. Even just charging $5 a month or something would actually keep all of the crazy kids, let's call them that, out of the game, which is what plagues the multiplayer right now in Euro Truck, where the people, you know what I mean, the people who ram, the people who cut across everybody. They jump the lights and just pretend they're playing GTA. They go like 120 kilometers down the 30 long lane. Like, there's you sort of trying to do it sensibly and properly and treat it more like a sim. And then you've got the crazy kids in there just doing their thing. And you just end up thinking, what's the point? Whereas, you know, if everybody was paying some money to actually be in there, and it was... had some administrators marshalling it properly, then maybe we'd actually have a better experience, but nobody's actually stepped up to the plate and made such a game. Don't know, maybe it wouldn't work, maybe people wouldn't be willing to pay money every month, maybe I'm wrong. I think a lot of it depends how good that simulator was. That far away now. Oh, 58k. Ouch. That wasn't good. Did I just damage something? 5% on the truck. Did I just do 5% on the truck, or was that from something else, I wonder? I've got a feeling I just hit a rock that was sticking out. As long as you haven't damaged the trailer, that's the main thing. Okay, our ETA was 8:30, it's now 9:10. Which puts us nearly 2 hours late. But I don't think this was an urgent delivery. If it was an urgent delivery, the penalty is pretty high. Not much I can do about the pace, to be honest. Come on, we don't need to just randomly slow down, do we? FM Logistics. What a cheesy slogan that is. Made in satisfaction. Like, really, come on. Who sat around the corporate boardroom table and actually suggested that, and then the other guy that said, that's a great idea. We should put that all over our trailers. Yeah, that's a brilliant idea. I'm not unhappy to see that guy turn off, I'll be honest with you. Wait a sec, wait a sec, wait a sec. We're going the same way. No, I thought he was turning up. What are you doing, bro? Why are you in that lane? Now he decides to move over. Ah, well, you see, you made a bad choice, didn't you? And you know you did. Because if there's one thing this game can't do, it's merge traffic. It just hasn't got a Scooby-Doo. Even City Skylines merges traffic better, and City Skylines traffic merging is just rubbish, quite honestly. Right, it looks like we're going to be going over there, that industrial bit. Cross the big bridge, into the industrial bit. Drop off the gravel. Jobs are good. What a fun journey this has been, eh? Like I say, I was going to try and show you the heavy haul trailer coming out of that place, but it just doesn't work. It just literally doesn't work. And even if we got past that ramp I showed you, I'm not exactly sure that we could get it, you know, the climb done either. I think a lot of it is down to the friction. Never mind the level change, just the sheer friction of that place. If it was tarmac, we might have the grip. You what, mate? And how does this work exactly? Is this going to go all the way over to here, or? Okay, that was unexpected. For a minute there, I thought I wasn't going to be able to drop off the entire trailer. Delivered it just as nighttime comes. I say nighttime, given we are so far north, I very much doubt that the sun will actually set at this time of year. Okay, we've got a left turn coming up somewhere here. This thing? Crikey, where the heck are we going? Well, the drop-off is apparently here somewhere. There it is. We made it! We actually made it. That was a long one. I reckon that took about almost an hour or something. It's fun though. Oh boy, oh boy. Short trailers turn a lot quicker. This truck is almost as long as that trailer. Let's go for a steady reverse. Bingo bango. Let's find out how we did. I know we've got a penalty. Late! 29 XP lost, and I'm not bothered about the money. It's the XP I want. That's not too bad. Little bit of a hit. Halfway through level, well, nearly halfway through level 70. On my career profile, let's pull forward a little bit. Okay. That brings us to the end of that journey. Hope you enjoyed that that trip, guys. What? Hope you enjoyed that trip, guys. Don't forget, I will bring you more videos on ProMods over the next few weeks ahead of release 2.2. It's not available yet, but it's going to be pretty cool. You might want to pick up the, if you've not already done so, pick up all the map DLC for Eurotruck, because the next ProMods will need all of them. I'm pretty certain of that. So you might want to go and pick it up now and get it cheaply rather than wait for ProMods to come out and then find out you've got to buy the map DLC at full price. Just a little word of warning. Anyway, that's it for this video. Please give me a like if you enjoyed that. Until next time, take care. Let's do the other horn. Take care. Happy trucking.